I guess we could wish this company happy birthday. Facebook, it is the world's most popular social media network with more than 2.3 billion people using it. That's more than a quarter of the world's population logging on every month. And today, as I said, exactly today, 15 years since the company was created in Mark Zuckerberg's Harvard University dorm room. But will it survive another 15 years? We'll find out. Professor Birgitte Andersen is chief executive of the think tank, the Big Innovation Centre, and a familiar face. Good to see you, Birgitte. You know what's funny about, well, no, it's not funny, interesting about Facebook. It took 9 years to hit 1 billion people, then it only took 3 years to hit 2 billion. And yet we've got all this controversy, fake news, data privacy, blah, blah, blah. And yet people still continue to flock to it. Why?
Because Facebook is clearly a global networking social media site. So there's a lot of peer-to-peer traffic on it. And people got all the history between you and your friends over the last 15 years. Pictures and children growing up is all on Facebook.
So they don't want to leave all that behind?
It's impossible to leave behind. You can move job or house, husband, but you don't leave Facebook.
You can leave your husband, but you can't leave Facebook. There's a line for you. Well, that's kind of scary, isn't it? But has it peaked, do you think, Facebook yet, or?
I don't think they've peaked. Clearly now we're talking about the silver generation, so now it's growing, but with the over 55s, these are growing on Facebook because they're trying to keep up with their friends and their children and their grandchildren. But all the new people are going off to Instagram or WhatsApp. So Mark Zuckerberg then is actually buying up these new platforms and extending them.
So it's the young'uns that are not, right, you were just saying, over 55. So the young'uns are going to these other sites. I'm wondering, because you've got to talk about competition. So if a company comes in to start competing, problem today is these companies are so rich and so big that they just snap them up straight away. So we'll never see new companies.
We call it kind of like killing it in the crypt. That's the tech companies when they're very young. And it's not only Facebook, that's really all the tech giants doing this. But we could see new companies coming up, but that would mean changing competition. So, for example, the way we share our data one by one, we're opting in to share with one tech giant, one platform after another. But what if I'm not in love with the companies, but I'm in love with the innovations? So it could be that you're basically sharing, when you share your data with Facebook or any other, you share them into Creative Commons pool, which other companies could use to innovate from. And then you could have several Facebooks or several Instagrams or several types of platforms, and then there will be competition.
Okay, well that we'll have to see. You know how the show flies, short and sweet. Birgitte Andersen, Manga Tak.
Thank you.
Just showing off with my Danish there. That's that time of the program. Let's go and take a look at what's trending online in the business.